So we've just heard that Liu He will be attending the signing ceremony. What kind of deals activity are we expecting that will kind of ride the momentum of the goodwill at this point?
Absolutely. I think from the U.S. side, they're eager to show that this deal is much more than just about increased agriculture purchases from China of American farming exports. Well, that's important for Trump's base, his farming base, and for his re-election bid. I think they really want to show that there's some meat on the bones of this deal, and getting U.S. companies and Chinese companies working together and more entrenched in each other's economies, I think, will be a key part of that.
Now, Sarah, this ahead of a potential phase 2, which President Trump said he wants to start negotiations on right away. But given this is an election year, it looks like that will also see protracted negotiations.
Absolutely. Trump himself said that phase 2 deal could come even after the next elections, expected now for November 2020 this year. And so that seems somewhat reasonable of a timeline, given the fact that those are when the hard issues need to be discussed, things that China will not give up easily, like industrial subsidies or some of these more tougher standards for IP, so that it's assured that China is not stealing intellectual property, which the U.S. accuses it of. And so I think, it then begs the question, though, will there be a political reason for Trump to seek a phase 2 deal and go through all that pain with China if he's already into his second term, if he does win re-election?
Yeah, that's what I'm sort of wondering as well, is this phase 1 mini deal, or kind of the symbolic, this is much more of a purchasers-oriented deal rather than the structural issues that have been raised from day one, right? Is that even going to be, I guess, enough to get him through in this election year?
Absolutely. I think, some of the criticism floating about is that really this doesn't take the U.S. past really where it was before the trade war. And in fact, tariffs will still be left in place. And there's criticism from businesses in the U.S. that they're, of course, paying those tariffs when they import goods from China, which ultimately hurts them. So, I guess there's a little bit of questioning of why all this pain from the tariffs when really, it was sort of crumbs, perhaps, that this deal produced. But again, we haven't seen the text of it yet. So we do need to wait until that signing ceremony, till we see the document, till we really know what's been agreed to. And then after that, as it rolls out, to see what kind of difference it actually makes.